What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Larkin Motors TV. In today's video, we're going to be showcasing a customer's car that just got dropped off to us. I'll just get right into it though. So shout out to Artemis50. Everybody make sure you head over on Instagram and subscribe. So the customer, before I show you the customer got this car done in full cosmetics. It looks absolutely fire, but unfortunately, I imagine he was excited to pick up the car, got a little happy, and was kind of beating on her a little bit, so he's having clutch issues, but we're gonna go ahead and get that taken care of for him. So before we get into the topic of today's video, which is kind of a sad thing, and definitely a pain in the butt for the owner of the vehicle. I know he was excited to pick up his car and reveal all the work he had done, because it's a badass build, but unfortunately sometimes things don't go as planned, but we'll get into that, so stay tuned for later on in the video where I get into that. But before we do, let me just show you the car, because it is absolutely nasty. So you guys might have noticed a few things in that little edit there, but the car is dirty. He was driving it obviously before the clutch went, and it's even dirtier because of what has to do with the real topic of today's video, which we're gonna get to. But before we get into the negatives, let's stick with the positives. And oh my God, shout out to Stradman and shout out to Girth Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, you either hate it or you love it, and I absolutely love it. Look at the frickin' hater wing on this thing. Pretty much when the time comes, if, you know, depending on what platform I do choose for my personal car, this is pretty close. Maybe not the color wise, but you know, cosmetically, with the big hater wing, the GT 500 front fascia, pretty close to what I'd be looking for on the cosmetic side of things. And he does have plans, I think, hint hint, to bring it to the boys and do some power adders, but we'll keep that a secret until we know more about that and get the current situation at hand figured out. Just look at the wrap, two-tone, kind of fades from a white into gray into like a satin black. I'm sure he knows the exact colors, but I did not ask him. But I think it looks really, really good. I like the build a lot. I love the tail lights. Like I said, the wing, the wheels, he went with 19s, I believe. Yep, 19s, which they look really good. He lowered it, obviously, give it a little more tuck. I believe it has the Roush exhaust on here, if I can look. It does, yep. And then I'm not sure if it has headers or anything like that, but the car came out great. Shout out to Artemis, and like I said, guys, give him a follow on Instagram, and thanks for bringing the car to us. Unfortunately, it's on these circumstances, not for power adders. We'll get her right for you, and she'll be doing burnouts in no time. Let's get into the meat of today's video, because it's kind of depressing. Sorry if you guys can't hear me because of the freaking truck driving by, but I mentioned that it was a little bit dirty, and today's topic is tow truck drivers. So everybody knows the worst feeling in the world is when your car, something happens and you got to get it towed, whether it, you know, the battery's dead, alternator's dead, whatever it may be. No one likes to see their car going up on the lift. I remember I got my Ford Taurus towed, my 2011 Ford Taurus towed back in the day, because the alternator went, the battery was dead, and the tow truck driver and me couldn't find the neutral switch, which it's hidden. I know that now after the fact, but he dragged that thing up on the lift and then shook it off the lift, and my little heart was freaking Oh, I was destroyed, but it is what it is. I got rid of the car a few months later, and now I'm in my freaking Dodge Ram, brother. But yeah, so tow truck drivers, guys, I can't express it enough. AAA is a wonderful thing if you have a regular car and something that is easy, you know, to get on the lift. You're not worried about it scraping. You're not worried about any aftermarket parts, anything like that. AAA is great. They'll come wherever you are, whether the guy's an a-hole or not, and complaining about how far it was, whatever it may be. AAA is great for your average person. But if you have a race car like this here, I'll go ahead and call it a race car because of the wing, and it looks like one, you know, you really want to find a tow truck company that you build a relationship with, or at least one that is reliable. So let's hop right into the video, guys, because this is sad to see. We saw it on the ring footage that the tow truck driver is having some problems, and maybe I'll put a clip or two of that right here just so you can see he clearly figures out that he messed up the car.
No.
Now you fucked up! 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 Now you have fucked up!
But in the ring footage, you can see that he clearly realizes, like, he throws his hands up, throws the hooks. You could see he knows he messed up. But for him to not, like, say something to the customer, I don't know, it's crappy. All right, real quick, guys, just a quick disclaimer. I feel bad trashing on the tow truck driver, but I mean, how do you not let someone know? Like, there's no hiding that. But I just wanted to throw this in there. We're not bad guys, but free content is free content. Sucks that it's at the customer's expense, but what are you gonna do? It happened, it'll get taken care of, but let's get back into it. We're gonna go ahead and show you some of the stuff. So first, in the video, you can see him when he's backing it down off the lift, he realizes that the rear diffuser is gonna grab. So he actually scraped up the whole rear diffuser. You can see here, some of the screws are actually coming loose, but he scraped that up, which is absolutely lovely. You love to see that. And next on the block, which this is the craziest one, he actually, like, must have cut himself or something and drew blood, because look here. So he used blocks. Here's one of the blocks that he used to get it off. But guys, look at this. There's literally blood on this gentleman's car. And, you know, the rocker panel's all messed up. Like, that is so bad. And, you know, the wrap's peeling. I shouldn't be touching that. Oh, freaking gonna catch myself some diseases from that blood. But it doesn't stop there. That's just the beginning. Before we get into, like, the main damage, which is really look at this. All the hands, the greasy mess. Look at, messed up there, grease. Tough for one for you guys to see, but he even ripped the tow hook out. How do you rip the tow hook out? It's just incredible. You know, no care for the vehicle. Grease. Oh, look at that. Like, what are you doing? Was he making love to the damn thing? Even the doors, like, look at the window. I know our boy isn't closing it by that. Look at, just did not treat the car how you want it to be treated when it's going on the tow truck. It's already a pain in the butt as it is when the car has to go up on the lift, and for this to happen right here, my heart sank for the kid when I saw this morning. But that's why we have cameras. So if you're a tow truck driver coming to Larkin Motors, you better be on point, because we're gonna catch you. And look at this, the absolute worst possible thing. Look at this, guys. And again, we haven't touched the car. Look, it's still just thrown in between spaces. You know, had not even pushed all the way back, just in the middle. And look, The front splitter is absolutely destroyed. Look at this. All under here, completely snapped in half. I'm not gonna mess with it too much because the whole thing is literally about to pop off. But it's just damn shit. And the wrap underneath is damaged. This is, you know, this is thousands potentially of dollars of work that needs to be redone now. And you don't know if the front, you know, the grill he put on is now torqued and not aligning right. The hood is popped, so that's why it looks like that. It looks like the gap is there. But yeah, guys, that's why I'm just making the point. Find a company that you can trust and that will be there at any point in time to tow your car, because not kind of not just completely drop the ball. You can even see the front wing is sagging forward, so you know he's not going to know the full extent of the damage until he gets it to the body shop guy. You know, pins could be broken, all kinds of stuff that you just adds up in dollars and labor hours and all this stuff. You absolutely hate to see it. It's not what you want to see, but it's the card he's been dealt. So yeah, guys, this is just kind of a video to let everybody know, if you're gonna get your car towed, make sure you know who's towing it. He has video of the car going on the lift, so he knows it didn't happen then, but like, man, you just hate to see it. And like I said, the customer is super excited to get the build done, and now he's stuck with this. So hate to be the bearer of bad news, but at least we got the cameras, and we were able to find the stuff. So, you know, for the tow company's responsible for it. We're not responsible, the guy's not responsible, you know. The tow truck company is the one who's going to pay the bill on that. Just a quick video today, guys. I just wanted to, one, show you the car, and I'm going to clean it up after we work on the clutch, and I'll do a better video. How we doing? Shout out to Jeff Bezos. So yeah, once we get the clutch figured out, I'll go ahead and wipe it down. We'll get some good pictures and stuff for him. But other than that, guys, that's it for this one. You hate to see it. Shout out to Artemis50 again. Follow him on Instagram, and while you're following, follow Larkin_Motors. Give the boys a shout out, leave a comment, let us know if you like what we're doing with our GT500. Other than that, guys, like the video, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one. Hopefully it's a little bit more positive than this mess we got on our hands, but we'll get it figured out for the customer. And like I said, he'll be ripping in no time. But until then, guys, Larkin Motors signing out. Peace.